Welcome to the Lutheran Worship Podcast, hosted by the Center for Worship Leadership at Concordia University, Irvine. I am Reverend Steve Zank, joined by my good friend and co-host, Kip Fox, both of the Center for Worship Leadership. And we're just so glad that you're here for this conversation that we're about to have and embark on this journey together. The Center for Worship Leadership has a ton of initiatives that we've been doing for many years in the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod specifically. We do initiatives from a summit once a year, gathering worship leaders, traditional and contemporary, together for a chance of learning and growing together and experiencing God's Word and singing. It's a great time. We have the Songwriter Initiative, which Kip leads, where we produce music and we host camps for songwriting and a number of things. It's been a really incredible couple 3 years doing that now. We have an app for worship planning called Weave. You want to check out at weaveworship.com. A number of things. And Kip and I are so excited to start this show because every week we can have a conversation that's bringing out all the things that we're doing in the center, different areas, bringing out in a conversation. And so we get to draw on all the things we've been doing, all the things we've been learning here at the university, the courses and the certifications that we provide, a place where we can have the conversation with the whole church, for the whole church, in a format that's not too long. And so we're excited about that. And so the topics we're going to cover, really are many. Confessional Lutheran theology from the Lutheran confessions. We'll talk about music and musicology and song selection and hymnody and traditions and synodical resolutions, all kinds of things. So we're really excited about a very wide conversation about Lutheran worship. Kip, who's this for? What do you think? Who's the good listener for the show?
Oh, good question, Steve. Like if you're a pastor, a music director, a worship leader, a DCE, a teacher, any kind of ministry at all, or even if you're just a curious cat and love talking about Lutheran worship and thinking about it, or just want to know more about it, gosh, this podcast is for you. And I am excited. Earlier, my wife asked if I was looking forward to this podcast. I said, I just can't wait to get into the deep dive into these topics, get into the history of things, into the why behind our practices. I've found just from being a part of the center for so many years, just the wealth of knowledge and the depth and the richness to what we believe when we talk about Lutheran worship and what that means is super exciting to me. So I don't know about you. I don't know what you're excited about.
I'm looking forward to the conversation. I think a lot of times conversations about worship kind of devolve and they aren't they kind of like fall apart. I hope that we can demonstrate a way of talking, a way of describing and discussing Lutheran worship. I hope invigorates the conversation at large about Lutheran worship. Join us every week for another episode. Finally, then, all of our work at the Center for Worship Leadership is donor funded. So if you want to support us financially, please consider that at cwlonline.org. But we do this for free. So it's not for payment. We're not going to do ad plans because we want to continue to serve the church. That's our mission. And so it's our pleasure to do so. Kip, anything you want to add here at the close?
I'm just excited. That's about it. I will say that at YouTube, if you do go look, it's youtube.com/@CWL, or just search for Center for Worship Leadership.
Awesome. Well, Kip, I can't wait for these conversations with you. Thank you for being a conversation partner in the coming weeks on these episodes. And listener, we'll see you around. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Until
we'll see you next week.